coming up on this Hunter College Newsbreak.
A closer look at elevator renovations in Hunter North and the impact on students.
And a how-to makeup lesson for journalism students brought to you by Cody Cosmetics.
And what Hunter students really think about kneeling during the anthem.
All that and more this Hunter College Newsbreak.
Welcome to this Hunter College Newsbreak. I'm Brittany Barnett.
And I'm Joanna Marquina.
Getting to class in Hunter North has become much more difficult this semester. That's because the elevators are being upgraded and renovated. At least 2 elevators will be out of service at any given time, forcing students to wait several minutes for a working one or take the stairs. Mayar Safwat, a sophomore at Hunter College, is a STEM major, which means all of her classes are on floors 8 and above in Hunter North. The elevator upgrades are forcing Safwat to alter her schedule in order to make it to classes on time.
I had to factor more time into my schedule and plan ahead and move things around as opposed to using that extra time to study and focus on education.
Multiple elevators being upgraded at once has caused the stairs to flood with people rushing to get to their classes. It can take several minutes for an elevator to come, and once it does, it's usually overflowing with students and staff. Hunter College Facilities Management and Planning has left a statement, "We apologize, but the end result will be a greatly improved and more accessible campus." These upgrades have not disrupted everyone. In fact, Alfredo Marrero, Hunter College senior, explains he doesn't need to take the elevators.
I usually take the stairs because I don't have to travel too far. I go to the 5th floor, the 4th floor, or the basement.
The elevator upgrades are not expected to be completed until next summer, 2019, so make sure you wear the proper shoes and get to school with enough time to take the stairs.
Over 100,000 undocumented families have been detained by the U.S. government in the last year. Migrant children as young as 18 months are being separated from their parents in kept in facilities run by the federal government. Many Americans are outraged by this practice, including students who share their views in this edition of Hunter Students Speak.
I definitely don't think that he should be separating young families and young kids.
How would he feel if he was being treated that way? How would he feel if he was being sent away from their families? How would he feel if he was in that situation?
But I know that
I understand that they're deporting a lot of people.
These children are innocent.
They have nothing to do with what's going on.
Just not being with their parents is probably tough for them.
Maybe these kids are going to grow up to not like the United States.
Feel they are here illegally.
But it's similar to what we did to Japanese.
Children should be taken into custody to any other people that can take care of the kids.
They're being removed from their parents so abruptly.
They're here for a better education.
I feel like it's the right way.
It's not right. It's for humanity reasons.
It actually does bother me.
He should give them the right to stay in this country.
Hey, there's a better solution.
Kids, families from just trying to get free from a situation at home.
Because we're really lucky to be here, that we were born here, that we have the rights to do whatever we feel like, and I think they should have the same rights as well.
The Health and Human Services Department says nearly 150 children are still separated from their parents, and another 117 cannot be reunited because their parents have already been deported.
About 2 years ago, San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick kneeled for the first time during the national anthem to protest racial inequality. Other football players followed his lead, creating an uproar with people on both sides of the issue speaking out. Hunter students are also weighing in on the issue in this edition of Hunter Students Speak.
People of color, they don't receive the same treatment as white people do.
The abuse of unarmed black kids.
This is just a common thing you do from when you're raised, basically, to stand during the pledge.
Yeah, I know that.
He's kneeling for minorities that are oppressed.
It's trying to protect kids like me,
People have been military saying that they support it.
He originally was sitting for the pledge in the first game, and then an army man told him it's more respectful if he kneeled during the pledge.
It's not often to see a black man so to speak, is mine.
There's a lot of people pretty patriotic about their country, so when they see someone kneeling for the national anthem, they get pretty upset about it.
Like white supremacist people have been coming out of the shadows.
I approve because there is police brutality.
I think it's pretty respectful. There's a lot worse ways you could go about it.
I approve of the protest, but I don't approve of the way he's doing it.
I approve. I think that like you need to start somewhere if you want to make change.
I approve of it. We had the freedom of expression, freedom to kneel.
I think it's a respectful way.
I think it's a respectful way.
I don't think he was trying to disrespect anyone.
I don't really think there should be any consequences because I don't think there's anything wrong with like a peaceful protest.
I don't think they should be reprimanded, but if they are, I don't think it should be a significant one.
I don't think they should be reprimanded at all.
No, I don't think they should be reprimanded. I think they can just do whatever they want.
I believe that him kneeling during the pledge is not the right message he's sending.
With the freedom of speech, you can do whatever you want.
We need more people like him. That's all I want to say, you know.
Currently, Colin Kaepernick is no longer playing football, which he believes is due to the uproar caused for his kneeling. Starting in the 2018 season, players will be fined if they kneel during the anthem, but they do have the option of staying in the locker room until the anthem is over.
High-definition cameras are now the standard in broadcast journalism. Their super high resolution captures every detail, which is great except when it comes to the makeup worn by anchors and reporters. Fortunately, there is something known as high-definition makeup and some tricks of the trade to help us look good when we're on air. Reporters and anchors rely on makeup to make their faces pop and look bright on air. These days, to be camera ready, both men and women need to use specifically formulated high-definition makeup that diffuses the light on their faces. News 12 reporter Emily Lorsch says HD makeup is essential when she is running around reporting her stories.
Most reporters at my station, we all use MAC Studio Fix powder. I bring it with me, so right before I do my stand-up, I put on that powder, and I feel like it just really soaks up my sweat.
Glam Squad makeup artist Nick Scalzo says using a matte foundation is another way to avoid shine. He says the whole point of makeup is to make you look your best without being noticeable.
With the high definition cameras that we have, they pick up a lot of detail and texture, but what ends up happening is definition and depth of 3D forms on the face can get lost.
Scalzo says applying makeup properly can take anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. He tells students to form a circle using their hands on their faces to remind them where to highlight.
The tear duct, the top of the eyelid, very highlighted.
Tips include always using moisturizer and a primer before starting the application. After the makeup lessons, students left class with a new skill for applying makeup and a bag filled with CoverGirl cosmetics, thanks to a donation from the multinational beauty company Coty. Now all glammed up, journalism student Alexandra Lee says she now understands some of the science behind makeup.
It's interesting because you never really know, I guess, like how dry your skin is and how important that is when you put on makeup. Because if you put makeup on to dry skin, it just like, it adds another texture to your skin that doesn't look the best.
Looking your best is the main lesson taught to these aspiring journalists, who now know all the tricks of the trade, including this last one. Students now know that makeup can make a huge difference on air. One of the top tips, a good powder and moisturizer can go a long way.
I have my powder in my bag.
I just got a new one. That's it for this Hunter College Newsbreak.
On behalf of everyone in the studio, thank you for watching.